Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Pork tenderloin is one of my favorite ways to get in my protein, but the problem with it is it doesn't have any flavor. So today we are gonna infuse some amazing flavor into it and make a delicious sauce, so stay tuned. We are gonna be marinating this with some super flavorful ingredients, and then we are gonna be making an amazing sauce to go on top. Let's make some honey balsamic pork. In a medium bowl, we're adding 4 large cloves of chopped fresh garlic, a half a cup of low sodium soy sauce. Now the recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of honey, but I'm only going to be using 1, and then for the other 2, I'm going to be using this liquid allulose. It's a natural sugar-free sweetener, so it's going to cut down on the sugar and calories, but you can feel free to use all honey if you like. 1 tablespoon of Chinese hoisin sauce, it's kind of like a barbecue sauce. 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, just add that in there. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, a half a teaspoon of oregano, a half a teaspoon of dried thyme. Now you're just going to whisk all this up really well. Super easy. Now I have a 1.5 pound pork tenderloin. Now make sure you take all of this silver skin off. See, it's had that shiny skin right there. That is never going to get tender. Now I cut it in half just to make it easier. Now I have a Ziploc bag that I put it into, and we're going to dump in the marinade. Now it's best if you can do this 8 hours or overnight, but even a couple hours will still be good. Try to make sure you get all the air out. All right, I let mine go 8 hours. Now you want to pat these dry and make sure there's no big pieces of garlic on there, because we're going to be sauteing this in a pan. Set aside your marinade. Now I have a cast iron skillet that I put a tablespoon of olive oil in, and you want it to get really hot. Then we're going to lay in our pork tenderloins. We're going to sear them on each side for 3 minutes till they look like this, a nice golden brown. Now you're going to go ahead, turn off the flame, and add in your excess marinade. You're going to bake this at 400 for about 20 minutes or until the internal temperature reaches 145 degrees. Now we're going to turn this into a sauce to spoon over our pork. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter and just whisk it in there to emulsify with the leftovers from the pork. And this is going to make the most delicious sauce you've ever had. Then go ahead and slice up your pork after it's been rested for 5 minutes. Spoon your sauce and top with some fresh parsley. Here's your bite. I'm telling you, you'll absolutely love this. There was even leftovers for Chris's lunch. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next video.